As a parent, it's easy to get caught up in day-to-day responsibilities of raising a child. Between school dropouts and pickups, extracurricular activities, wondering about their grades, hoping that they are able to score well, it can be difficult to find time to reflect on our parenting approach. And we always fall into the same old parenting pattern. And those patterns are what we have been parented as. Do you ever get carried away with thoughts like, I can't let my kid get away with this behavior? My child can't handle this on her own. I must protect my child from all the struggles, emotional, physical, mental. Have you ever experienced child not listening to what you're saying? Child rudely talking back to you, even when you're talking calmly, and not doing what you've asked them to do, be it sleeping early or be it waking up on time or anything like that. And you have felt that every chaos which is there in the family could be easily sorted out only if child changes his behavior. Just follow what you are saying. How many of us here have truly tried explaining to our child, making them understand about the consequences which they might face, or educating them? It might work for some time, especially it works very well with younger kids. But as our kids get into teens and tweens, it somehow starts losing its effect. And we believe that we need to level up our game. We need to tighten the grip and we need to course correct them, give them reality check or push them over the edge so that they understand that this is the way of doing things. We all have tried all parenting ways, from loving, supporting, caring, explaining, educating, sometimes threatening, punishment, XYZ. It doesn't seem to work. And that's the reason I, as a coach, as a parent counselor, always wondered that why not have a community where parents level up their game and try to be the mentor to their kids with the same loving and caring parenthood. How many of you think that I don't want to be a mentor? I'm okay as a parent. It's my child who needs to change the behavior. Having worked on myself, having done courses on communication, on compassionate understanding of your child, on psychological flexibility, on conscious parenting, I've come to one place of understanding that we as parents have to level up our own consciousness, work on our own emotion, needs, and expectations before even we start mentoring our child, let alone telling them what to do. So, is there a way to help parents to be flexible and willing to try new stuff in the service of what matters to them? A mentor can offer guidance and advice on how to approach challenging situations, as well as help you recognize the strengths and weakness in your parenting style, develop skills, and get emotional support during those toughest moments. And that's why this community. So the main purpose of this community is to help you be the mentor which your child needs. So I'll be acting as your guide, as your companion mentor in this journey of you becoming mentor for your child. So what does a mentor do? Creates a safe emotional space for open communication, to create opportunities to ask curious questions. All these not to get your child to do what you want, but to help them see clearly, make their own decisions, and take responsibility of their doing. Help them being independent and confident in their endeavors. Wouldn't that all what we want from our child rather than just following our words? So this membership works on the framework of more of a holistic approach, more organic. So we start with self-awareness, self-compassion, self-talk. We work on beliefs of parents and society and culture. We dig deeper into our emotions and our triggers and the reasons. We work on having clear understanding of our own needs as well as our child needs. And most importantly, I take parents on a journey of understanding the intentions and expectations. All this understanding doesn't come on me delivering knowledge to you. It comes on you experiencing it, you practice it. That's why we have a lot of challenges. We have a lot of role plays in our community. We work on compassionate boundaries, communication, empathy, negotiation, slow down to notice, curious. All these things would be taught as skills, as step-by-step instructions. When I say taught, I don't mean like just giving you step 1, 2, 3, rather than I would take you on a journey in which you experience, because I'm trying to be of use to you, not just giving you knowledge. Let me give an example. Have you seen a magician performing a trick? So you are in wow, that magician, how did that happen? And let's say magician takes you backstage, shows you how trick is performed, and you get to know like the whole step by step how trick is performed, the knowledge and everything. But do you think you'll be able to do the same thing unless and until you practice? Same applies here. Exactly the same thing. You might need to work in that framework in which will give you challenges, will be working with members who have any burning topic in their current life scenarios, which they want to work on. They can DM me, or we'll have votes on which topic they want to work on. As I said, it's pretty holistic and organic. So we are going to take it how it unfolds, but definitely within the framework. I know most of the parents just tell me that, Neetu, just give me the, the words I need to use or what I need to say when my child does this. I'm like, yeah, that is actually the last stage. I can give you that, but that is not going to be effective. Then you'll be disheartened, number one. Number two, you would even lose and go more deeper into that rabbit hole of your old parenting patterns. So first we need to break those patterns. So this is a pilot launch for first quarter from 15th May to 15th of August. There would be 2 Zoom calls every month, a private FB community where you would be having an opportunity to post anonymous. We'll have 1 question answer session every month. So you're going to have on 2nd and 4th of Saturday Zoom calls, and we are going to have 1 question answer session on last Friday of each month. And I'm willing to answer any of your queries on Facebook. The whole mission, or I would say what I wanted, is something which I wish I had at the time when I was dealing with my child's struggle. So I'll say, I'm not getting the right word. So the vision is to create a community where parents can get in, feel safe about talking, learn the skills, learn how to be psychologically flexible, work on their emotional resilience and maturity, and be present for their child, be the mentor. I always tell parents that as soon as your child hits 2 in the teens, it's a good idea to look into your parenting style and see if there are elements of mentorship which you can include. So I welcome you for this community, and let's take it to the next level. I'll be seeing you inside the community. Do you know the fact that if parents work on just meeting 30% of their child's emotional needs, just 30%, your child will grow up as more secure, more confident, more attached to you, more connected to you as an adult. So why are we not even able to meet 30% of our child's emotional needs? what exactly are the obstacles here? Do we understand their emotional needs? Number one. Do we understand our emotional needs? Or do we understand those feelings which are attached to those needs? Are we just focusing on the behavior, the doings of our kids? Or rather than we are able to understand what feelings and needs of child are being met by doing those behaviors? If your child is playing video game, then what need of his is being met when he's playing video game? If your child is on social media, what need of his is being met? I'm talking about emotional needs. If we don't have understanding of those needs, do you think it's possible for us to address or even acknowledge and communicate about those needs? Then how do we plan to meet those needs? To meet even our emotional needs, we need to be aware of it. We need to be aware of the feelings behind it. And then take a step or figure out the ways to meet those needs. We humans are doing nothing but just meeting our needs on this planet. And besides the physical, mental needs, emotional needs are the one which needs or which kind of needs that focus. And that's what makes or breaks it. I wonder, when relationships are all that important, then why are we not focusing on meeting those emotional needs? Why are we not focusing on creating those secure attachments which can come by just meeting emotional needs of other person and our own emotional needs as well? So when I say emotional needs, I mean, let me share with you 5 basic needs of human emotions: acknowledgement, appreciation, love. These are the 3 main basic ones. And these 3 would be definitely always be playing some or the other role in your relationships, especially with your child. A child is looking up to the parent for appreciation, for love, for acknowledgement, for support, for guidance. But are we parents just mired into the meeting of other needs, physical needs, academic needs, making sure that our child has food, water, shelter, luxuries of life, academic skills, technical skills, and even at times sports, communication, social, but we miss out on the major part of it. Everything of that, what we talked about, has a deep connection with emotional needs. And that's the place we are missing out on. And that's the place we need to work on. If you're able to work on those needs, then we can see the transformation, not only in ourselves, but also in our relationships, also in our kids, also in our professional and family settings. Let me explain to you by giving a very good example on what relationships are. They're the foundations. And those foundations have brick and mortar of emotions, needs, and communication. And if we learn how to best, most effectively use navigating those emotions, learning how to communicate those needs, understand those needs, and focus on living with values, then I think we'll be able to not only transform our child's life, but also ours. Wouldn't you agree? So I'll be sending you all the payment link. And let's see how we are going to be connecting with each other and going ahead with that.